Mr. Speaker, 44 years ago, the Supreme Court issued its landmark Roe v. Wade decision. It reaffirmed the constitutionally protected right of every woman to safe and legal health care, including the right to choose. When life puts a woman in even the toughest of circumstances, the highest court in the land said the decision that she makes should be hers, free from any interference from the government. Roe v. Wade is a firewall that women rely on, but with every passing year and every new session of Congress, politicians have tried to chip away at it brick by brick, hoping it will crumble away. Most politicians are not medical professionals. We shouldn't be meddling in healthcare decisions that should be made between a woman, her doctor, her family, and anyone else that she chooses to include. The American people are tired of politicians that are not doctors often playing one on television with this medical decision. This is the only medical procedure that Congress has made an attempt to regulate, the only one. And it says quite plainly, we can't trust women to make a decision. We have to do it for them. The majority tries this over and over again. The medical professionals that we should be listening to all oppose this ban. The American Congress of Obstetricians and Gynecologists call it a part of a legislative agenda that is, and I quote, not based on sound science and an attempt to prescribe how a physician should care for his patients, end quote. That certainly speaks it loudly. The American Medical Association said that it, quote, strongly condemns any interference by the government or other third parties that cause a physician to compromise his or her medical judgment as to what information or treatment is in the best interest of the patient, end quote. But conservative political groups have also been pushing the bill to try to use it to run up the score in the next election. Why do they do it? Well, the main sponsor of this bill has admitted that abortion bans, and I hope everybody hears this. This is a congressman from Arizona who sponsors this bill, who admitted the abortion bans are, in his words, good politics. Quote, it will cost some people the election, but it will cost more Democrats the election than it will Republicans. I'm convinced, he says, that in every few districts in America, someone will lose because they voted for this ban. And if that's the case, maybe they needed a different district anyways, whatever that means, end quote. But even that makes it as plain as day, as far as I'm concerned, is why year after year for 40 years, we have been confronted with this. It is abhorrent to me, and it should be to everyone here, that matters of personal conscience are being reduced to who's up and who's down in the polls. This bill is dangerous and it is unconstitutional. The Supreme Court established in Roe v. Wade and reaffirmed in Planned Parenthood versus Casey that a woman has the unequivocal right to choose abortion care. This is the Constitution of the United States that we all justly revere. Meanwhile, every federal court has reached a decision on bans like this in states has blocked it every time. This includes rulings striking down bans in states like Arizona, Idaho, Arkansas, North Dakota. Mr. Speaker, this bill before us is nothing more than the latest attempt by the majority to pass off political posturing as proven science. Now, after birth, strangely, this body exhibits scare attention to the well-being of the child. And that is proved by the fact that you cut back on food stamps, women, infant, and children care, daycare, Head Start, one after the other. The same group that couldn't find it in their hearts last Friday to extend the Children's Health Insurance Program before it expired, along with community health services, which again helps children. More than 9 million children in America get their health insurance through the program that expired. The majority did absolutely nothing after 20 children, 6- and 7-year-olds, were shot and killed at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, 5 years ago. And funding, as I had said, for both food stamps and the school lunch program is routinely cut. I don't know anything else to call it but pure hypocrisy. We love it until it's born, and then it's somebody else's problem. A 3-year-old girl in my district was recently killed by the adults that she believed were supposed to take care of her. They abused her so violently that she was bruised from head to toe and internally hurt. There were adults around, but not a single one helped her. The Child Protective Service of Monroe County got 2 reports about abuse and neglect, but the agency was too overworked and stretched too thin to act in time, which is another hypocrisy. We are not going to fund those programs enough so that little children would live. 3 years old. 3 years old. And all the people, and nobody lifted a finger to help this child. They did nothing to save her life. This is just some of the reality that children face today. All too often, this Congress does absolutely nothing to address it. To truly care about children is to care for them long after they are born. Now, we've taken up this bill before, and it was a one-house bill, never able to pass the Senate, and I sincerely hope this bill sees that same fate. When the American people went to the ballot box, they were electing politicians, not somebody to meddle around with their medical needs. It is simply appalling. And just remind yourself that the only procedure that we deal with is the fact of a woman's right to choose, which is protected by the Constitution of the United States. Enough already. The majority acts like a group of elected physicians. It has some. They're quiet. It is shameful. And I reserve the balance of my time.